One of the nicest books I've seen in quite a while is a book called The Nomadic People of Iran. This was put together by Dr. John Thompson and Dr. Richard Tapper, who were approached by Nasrullah Khazarian, who had a collection of pictures that he had taken of the nomadic people of Iran. It gives us a wonderful snapshot. Now, what Thompson and Tapper did was they put together experts who had lived and worked in Iran and knew these people and asked them to write the chapters. And we come up with one of the most valuable books. It's a combination. In some ways, it's like a coffee table book, but in some ways, it's a very scholarly book. One of the questions that intrigues us in the study of Persian tribal weaving is the question of, do the Shahsavan weave pile rugs? Now, many leading lights, Lindell, Swan, and others have come out solidly that they did. And then there's one of the old-timers, one of the guys who's been around forever. I think he's retired now, closed up his shop, but Mike Chappell from Connecticut, on the basis of some little bit of time spent on touristy trips to Iran, has declared prominently in Holly and in ICOC and in other places that the Shahsavan do not weave. Well, here on page 275, I was intrigued. I'm looking at pictures of a 1966 Mogan Shahsavan bridal procession. And here we see a gentleman on a camel, and that's clearly a pile rug. And then we look over here, and we see the bride upon her camel, and we look down, and again, we're back down to where that is clearly a pile rug, safely in what we generally call Northwest Persian. Same here, getting in nice and close on it. I'm sorry for the quality of this, but there, we can see it's solidly a Northwest Persian rug. I think what we have to keep in mind is that the Shahsavan people are not a wealthy people. They're not in a position to go on out and barter for or buy, purchase, go to the marketplace and acquire rugs made by other people in other places. The idea that these people here are buying rugs from non-Shahsavan to furnish their tents is just not believable. There's too many other things that would come first. So I think what we have to assume is if there's a pile rug in a tent or on a camel in a bridal procession, that we have to assume that these families wove them. We can't assume that they purchased them. So then I think we have to take the idea that the Shahsavan don't weave pile rugs, and we have to say there's a very good chance that these women wove pile rugs, because we see them here.